The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, make sure you guys hit that like button and definitely take the time to subscribe, and that'll definitely be appreciated. Now, listen, man, your boy, your main man, Mikey Garcia, he's on it again. He's back on his bullshit, talking that bullshit again. Mikey Garcia, what do we even start? So first of all, this guy, I haven't really been the biggest fan of Mikey Garcia. Anybody who's watched this channel knows I'm not the biggest fan of Mikey Garcia. But this guy just got outboxed by Sandor Martin, a guy from Spain that we never heard of, okay? So he really shouldn't be saying anything stupid anyway to begin with, because he said a lot of stupid things after that fight. He didn't perform well. And yeah, like, Mikey Garcia really needs to just, if he's going to retire, go into the sunset, enjoy your money, be good, but don't sit here and make excuses. Don't sit here and flap your gums and try to make excuses for things that happened years ago, okay? Because you ducked everybody and their mother when you were in your prime. You priced yourself out for so many things in your career. I know boxing's a dirty game and you want to get what you're worth. I get all that stuff, and he got what he was worth, so God bless him. May he have a beautiful life after boxing. But he came out recently on Twitter, Mikey Garcia, and he's starting to make excuses for what happened in the Errol Spence fight a couple years ago. So for those of you who don't know, let me be the first to inform you. Okay, so Mikey Garcia went on Twitter, and he pretty much posted a medical document from the MedSpring Urgent Care Center in Dallas, all right? And basically, it revealed that he was battling a sore throat and a 101.9 degree fever before he stepped into the ring with Errol Spence. Now, he went on Twitter, posted the screenshot of this, and said, I quote, "No excuses, but," and we know what that means, "no excuses, but just for your information, a win over a sick lightweight shouldn't be your biggest victory." And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Now, what's funny is this. Freaking Mikey Garcia, right? He's talking about being sick, this, that, and the third. He was sick in 2019, but when he fought Sandor Martin, at a 145-pound catchweight. So why were you sick when you fought at the 147-pound limit, but you weren't sick when you fought at a 145-pound catchweight? It just don't add up. Mikey Garcia, I said this before that fight happened. I said this during that fight, and I say this anytime this fight comes up after the fight. That fight with Mikey Garcia was never, ever, ever about him being great. It was never, ever, ever because he thought he could beat Errol Spence. It was never, ever, ever for legacy. That fight was a straight cash grab. And that fight was only because of the fact that he didn't want to fight his lightweight rival, Lomachenko. So he felt better because he got more money and he wouldn't get as much criticism losing to a big welterweight, because people would just say, oh, well, he went up and he fought the best and he went to welterweight and he dared to be great and this, that, and the third. But if you look at the way he fought, he didn't fight to win. Now, he may say, and his fans may say, well, you know, he didn't fight well because he was sick. Well, my thing is this. In boxing, like 99% of the time, none of these fighters ever feel good being into the ring. You think Errol Spence, being as big as he is, feels good going into the ring? I believe he walks around like 180 or something like that. You think he feels good cutting from 180 down to 147? No, he doesn't. You know, fighters take wear and tear in sparring. They got family issues. Fighters go through shit before they get in the ring. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, and it's just the way things go. So for Mikey Garcia to say, oh, I was sick and I had this going on outside of the ring, and listen, man, a true champion can adapt to any situation. And one thing we don't want to hear is excuses. There's things that I think about, you know, certain fights that I can make excuses for fighters, but you know what? If I make a prediction and I'm wrong, I got to come out and just admit I was wrong. And I thought Mikey Garcia, if he's trying to do this as a ploy to get another payday and the cash grab from Errol Spence, then he's doing it the wrong way. Why don't you fight some people at 147 that are actually worth the damn? Actually, forget about that. Why don't you start off by fighting Sandor Martin? Fight him first. Prove that you can actually beat him, because if you can't beat him, you have no business talking about fighting Errol Spence or anybody good at welterweight. You know, straight up. I've said it for a long time, man. Mikey Garcia is the OJ Mayo of boxing, the James Harden of boxing. He's someone that has who had all the talent in the world, all the skills in the world, but he lacked the drive the desire and the passion for the game to press forward and to really be a factor long term in the sport. Yeah, he was 4-division champion. Yes, he accomplished some good things. I don't take those things away from him. I don't ignore the fact that he's an elite world-class fighter, or that he was at one point, because he's not anymore. Mikey Garcia is someone that he just didn't have that fire to be great. He said it many times. Boxing is just something I do to make money. It's not something I love. And trust me, look, I get where he's coming from, because the boxing game is more fucked up than you guys realize. It's really, really a fucked up thing, to be honest. It can make the most biggest lover of boxing hate the sport. That's how bad and sick the boxing business is. But at the same time, no matter how discouraged the boxing business gets you, you as a fighter, you have to find a way and trick yourself into still loving the sport to be at your best. And I don't think Mikey Garcia ever learned how to do that. So yeah, these excuses aren't a good look. And truthfully speaking, Mikey Garcia, I think at this point in time, he should really just retire. He should really just retire, because his heart hasn't been in it for a while. He's made really good money in the sport, and I feel like he's got a great life after boxing that awaits him. And listen, I may not be a fan of him as a fighter like that, but I don't hate on the man's success. It's not easy getting in those ropes, and it's even harder to survive and not be a casualty of this really disgusting boxing business. So, you know, all I'm saying is this: Mikey Garcia, God bless you, but stop making excuses. You lost because you didn't have, it wasn't a fight that you were going to try to win in the first place. It was a cash grab because you were ducking and avoiding the Vasily Lomachenko fight. And I'll leave it at that. You guys leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just kidding from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.